Hello, I'm Jordan and welcome back to Planet Crafter, where of course in the last episode we managed to put out all of these veggie tubes from over there, and we did also finish off this biodome here, or at least the tower going up to it. Probably add some more in later, but what I'm going to do today, I think, is try and do the algae spreaders and build out across there so that they're above. I don't know whether these auto crafters will actually take it from below. I think they will do, but I don't know that. So it's going to be an experiment. Someone may have already told me in the comments, but as I say, I'm recording these well ahead of time now. So yeah, but I think it's worth it a try anyway. For science, it's an experiment. It may fail, it may not. So let's get out there. I've put some stuff out there already. There is also a pulsar quartz meteorite strike out there as well. I was over here collecting up some stuff, and yeah, that struck. I don't exactly know where it struck, to be honest. It was over there somewhere, I think, but I didn't actually watch it strike. So I think the first thing to do is build the spreaders and the water collectors, and we'll get those down, and then we'll try and bridge over the top of those and just put one auto crafter down and see whether it can craft the bacteria samples, and we'll kind of go from there. It might be a total failure. I have no idea. What I'm thinking of doing is these smaller generators. Obviously those generate a lot more, but they generate, if we come over to here and just try and show what I'm talking about, if I stand on the top here and look, you can see that these spreaders spread out much further than this thing can handle. So I'm wondering if the small ones might be better. I don't know. They might be better because, again, look, like there's a big group of stuff. If we come over to this side as well, I don't think that's being caught either. Yeah, there's like some of it that's not being caught at all by any of it. Like over there, sort of from around here onwards, is not being caught by any of the auto crafters. So maybe we're better off making the small ones. Obviously, I've taken my chip out. Obviously, the oxygen and the plants and stuff that it generates is rubbish, and it doesn't technically generate as much algae, but it would generate the algae in a smaller area. I don't know. I'm going to try that anyway, and of course it's getting dark just as I'm about to start building, so let's do that. What do I need for these things? So I've got everything for that, and I've got everything for that, so I need some water, which I have, and then I need some this, which I have. And then I think we'll just get on and try and build that, and we'll put those out first, and then we'll try and bridge over the top of it and see how it goes. I'm just going to build a separate one because that's kind of, air quotes, working, so we'll kind of leave that alone, and we'll just try and build off of this one, I think, instead. So let's get this down. I mean, it doesn't really matter where this one goes, so I'll put that there like so, and then I'm going to make these smaller spreaders because they have a much smaller radius. So let's go over there, and we'll make like 2 of those, say. Should we make 3? Yeah, we'll make 3, why not? Let's go a little bit, there we are. Go there, we'll make 3 of those. Can we make another one of those? I'm out of bioplastic. Let's see if this has made any more bioplastic or not, as I took it all up. It did, there we go, brilliant. That's great, and of course it's getting really dark, so let's get another water collector down as well, and then we might want a small one. I really don't know, but I'm going to put the water collector down there. Speaking of water, let's rehydrate ourselves. Let's see whether the bean has actually grown over here as well, because I did eat it earlier. There we go. It's all good, so we're all good to go. Right, okay, so let's get that down. I've just waited till the night passed by, and so I think I'm just going to put a... Oh, right, okay, there's only a certain way I can do that. Yeah, I kind of wish I could flip it 45 degrees. I know that's the way that the game's made, but, you know, kind of nice if you could do that. So... Oh, I could just build over the top of it anyway. Huh. Right, let's try and get this... Well, I kind of want to connect it to that, because, you know, it's going to be a lot easier. Oh, no, that's not how we want to do that. Do you not snap to that? Kind of sucks if you don't. Okay. Alright, well, yeah, I got it to work. It's not perfect, but we'll get it to work. There we go. So, can we now... No, we can't build over the top of that one. Okay. Right, so this is going to take a bit of finagling. Right, let's take that down and we'll build. Oh, well, let's build above it. Right, that's as high as we can go. So let's go there and then we'll kind of build off of that. That would work a lot better, wouldn't it? So let's take this down and then let's build over the top. I don't know whether this is going to work. I kind of have a feeling it's not going to, but I don't know. I kind of hope it does at the same time. So let's put, can we put the stairs in now? Yeah, not ideal, but there we go, it works. So let's put down the, where are we? So big now, there we go. Let's put this down. You want to go out a bit further? Yeah, I think we want to probably go out one more, don't we? Let's go out one more, there we go. And then we'll try and put that as central as we can into it. So there. So about, say there. And then can I now tell that to make, yeah, look, it's picking all that stuff up, so that's good. Obviously it's only just producing. Yes, okay, that works. Alright, that works. Okay, that I was not sure about, but there we are. Oh, hang on, we'll try and get on the top of this thing to see the radius. So that does actually spread out quite a lot further. Whoa, hang on, is it me or is that going out way further, isn't it? Huh. It's got like 3 rings. Hang on. I only had 2 rings, right? Oh no, it's got 3. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, we could add some more in. Obviously, I'm thinking maybe we want the bigger ones in. Yeah, the problem is again, it's the, is it the algae or is it these water collectors? Might be the water collectors. Obviously, everything has only just started, so yeah, we might want more water collectors down. Let's just throw a ton of stuff in there. Let's just use up all our materials. Really just go to town with it. Let's throw that there. What else do we need to make that? We do need the super alloy, so we'll get some of that in. We'll just pick up what we can. There we go. And we'll grab all the bioplastic, grab all that, grab some water, some aluminium, because I think we need that for that. Yeah, let's throw another, oh, magnesium as well. Alright, well, we'll get one down, and then we'll have to go into a magnesium thing and get some more. So, ooh. That's a problem though, isn't it? But, I'm sure we can solve that. Let's go there. I mean, it could actually come over here, because that thing is probably in the way. There we go. And then, I'm tempted to get more of those down. Let's put one of the big ones in, shall we? Have we got any no, I've got fertilizer over there actually. I think I'd already put fertilizer in here somewhere. There we go. Look at that here, I'm already ready. I just need some magnesium. Let's come over here and grab that. Magnesium. Oh right, well I only got enough room for 2. I could probably drop the iron off actually, I don't really need it at the moment. Yeah, let's drop that off. It's all good. And let's put like a big spreader in now. Problem is you can't go underneath, which is a bit of a shame, but I think really we probably want to be this side, don't we? Still. So it kind of works, but it's just, you know, it's just a pain. So it's like, the question is though, what are we waiting for? I think it's probably the algae now, yeah. And then here obviously we've got some algae, but it's outside the zone again. But I think this does work in that the these spreaders here are actually producing stuff. So I think I'm just going to throw down as many of those. Can I get another one down? Oh, bioplastic. Okay, am I missing? Do I got any more bioplastic? Alright, maybe we should take down one of those small ones. It's kind of working, but it's not working great, is it? So, yeah. Yeah, we've got a ton of bioplastic. There we go. That's working out nicely. I'll say that much. Let's come on the top here, shall we? So it looks kind of crappy, this does, but hey ho. more of an experiment, so... Well... Yeah, the problem is I'll put these in and then you can't really put them from down the bottom here. It's kind of hard to do. Yeah, then the thing's over the top. I wonder if I could I remove that and that still stays there? Ooh. Yeah, it does. Okay, looks stupid, but hey ho. Kind of works. Yeah, there we go. Not great, but kind of works. Let's get that one in. And obviously that is going to spread out way beyond the radius, but yeah. I mean, in theory you could take these away, but obviously I need a way to access it. So that is producing, but it just requires, because it's like 3 of each, isn't it? Yeah, it's like 3 water, 3 algae to make it. And then everything on top of that requires algae as well. It's like, you know, the fertilizer requires 3. This doesn't require anything else. But yeah, it's just a lot of algae, isn't it? So it kind of works, but I don't think it works any better than what we've got at the moment, if that makes sense. But what else do we need for the mutagen? We may as well. I'm going to set it up for the mutagen. Although. Oh, I think probably the fertilizer, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, it's probably the fertilizer, not the bacterial samples that we need. Although we need the we kind of need it all, really, don't we? So we need that. We need some methane and sulfur, and the problem with that is I'm going to have to put a extractor down to get that sulfur out. Which is not necessarily a problem, but still. Again, I'm going to need sulfur for that. I'm going to need squash for that, and I'm going to need eggplant for that. So there's a lot there to put down, actually. Let's go with the mutagen. Let's make that instead. Although, as I say, I don't think this is working out that well. It's because there's only one machine that's actually making it. I think your best bet is to probably just take them apart and then put them back down again. And then they spread, and it starts growing again instantly. Either that, or it's just go around and manually pick them and put them in a box or something, which kind of defeats the automation purposes, I guess. But you know, it's the fact if you build it, they then rebuild again. But obviously it's going to take a little bit of time for that to all to kind of level out. So yeah, not great. I think I'm just going to leave the setup that I've got, but what should we do? Do you know what? Let's do the fertilizer, because if I'm going tree spreading, although I kind of need the bacteria samples, right, for the tree spreader. Yeah, I need the bacteria samples for the tree spreaders. I think I might just leave that down as is. I don't think it's working very well though, but no, scratch that. Right, so what do I need for the mutagen? I'm just going to continue with the mutagen. So I need a methane and sulfur. What do I need to make the sulfur that thing? So I need zeolite, superalloy, and one of those rods, and we can get a couple of those down. So zeolite, a couple of rods, and then some. Where's the superalloy? Superalloy there. There we go. And then let's put the bioplastic away, because I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. It's all good. And then I need, well, I need, no, what was it? I need the rods. Oh, I need a, what was it to make those? It was like, yeah, I need one of those. Yeah, okay. And then we'll make the sulfur and see whether we can just get that to run and just make a little chain. So I need some more of these rods. A couple more of those, and then it was titanium, which which is down the other end. Here. Got like a couple of those. I only need to make one of those, but never mind. Let's go with that. Right, that's good. So, let's put down this thing. Set that off, and then we will set off this thing extracting. Can I just snap it to the side of this? It's going to have to be as close as possible, so I'm going to have to put it there. And then we'll say, what was it to make? Sulfur, was it to make? What do we need to make the mutagen? The sulfur, yeah, that was it. Can we put that thing down? No, I need some osmium and that. That's alright. Let's set that to sulfur anyway and get it going. I don't think it's going to work as... I think you possibly want multiple setups just to, as a kind of redundancy. I would say that that's probably the way to go. So that will easily do that one. So we could set that up for there. And then if we say, hey, do mutagen, that should work. We probably want another one of those gas extractors down, don't we? Yeah. I just need some more... Oh, I got any more super alloy from over here? No. Okay. I need to go back. Some more super alloy. There we are. Actually, let's grab... Should we put 3 of those extractors down, or just 2? Oops, sorry, I don't want to take... Let's take that. I think that's enough then for a few more. Although I don't think that's the bottleneck. The bottleneck is the algae. That's the that's the kind of thing that's hurting us. Maybe we want to separate them out. Maybe we do want to separate them out. I'm not too sure. So you've got like your mutagen here. You've just got your stuff over there, like doing the compost, say, and then maybe one that's just doing bioplastic and have them separate. That could be a thing. What did the bioplastic... Didn't need a lot though, did it? Yeah, it doesn't need... All it needs is water, so it doesn't actually need the algae at all, so that's fine. That's why that's obviously producing. Yeah, I think it's still the algae that's the sticking point. Obviously, this is just starting, and so it needs to kind of catch up. These extractors and stuff need to actually catch up, but I think other than that, it's okay. It looks like trash, but there we go. I hate the look of it, but there we go. It's not supposed to be pretty. It's supposed to just see whether it works. So, right. So we've got algae, but you should be taking this algae, but you're not. Or is it? It's the water. I think it's possibly the water actually. This time around. Yeah, I think we need more of those water collectors. But again, it'll take some time to catch up. So I think once that's filled up, then the waters will start to fill up, and it's probably going to be the algae that's going to be the issue. So yeah, I think it's a difficult one to balance, to be perfectly honest. But this thing's waiting for water. I say, I really wish when you clicked here, it was greyed out like it is in your inventory here. Like I don't have iron. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know whether the developers can do that, but that'd be really good. So it's like. So it's at the moment, it's like I'm pretty sure it's water that I'm missing, but it would be nice to know, what am I missing? I'm missing water. Okay, so you could then try and correct that, and whereas at the moment you're kind of guessing. So I don't know whether that's possible, but it would be nice to have that greyed out. And again, you're probably missing like the gas and or the sulfur, but again, that's just got to take some time to catch up. So I think really we'll just leave that where it is, let it crack on, and well, I think we'll probably just go and put some trees down or something, because I don't think there's much else we can really do, and then just come back and investigate it. I mean, I guess we could put the make the tier 2 mutagen, but I kind of feel like do I need the tier 2 mutagen? What do we need for that? It was honey, right? Honey, a larvae, and then, yeah, so up here you're going to struggle with those larvae, aren't you? That's working out alright though, I think, the mutagen. It's just the algae is not really being produced enough. It's like, yeah, I've got tier 2, I've got plenty of that. I've got plenty of tier 1, so that's kind of working. It's mainly just this algae, which is slowly building up, but slow. But we could make a second production line, I guess. Yeah, because I think really, now I'm looking at it, it's like these things are competing. Yeah, they're competing with each other, aren't they? So they're going right over to that side. See what I mean? They're kind of coming up to around here somewhere, taking out of here. Then these guys are doing the same thing and are going over to almost their platform. So this kind of middle ground is being competed by three crafters, if that makes sense. So I think actually maybe splitting up that side, or I think I'll leave that down. It's there. Why not leave it? But yeah, I think probably splitting them up might be a better idea. Huh. And then maybe raising these up. This might need a whole redesign actually, now I'm thinking about it. Huh. Yeah, we could do that. Right, anyway, let's come over here because we need, I can't remember what we need for these, but we definitely need bees, which is the first thing. So let's get those down. We'll just eat the honey for the moment. May as well. There we go. Keep us topped up. We're not using it. So we need that. And what else do we need to make these things? Do you know what? I'm going to put this thing back in. That'll help out a bit. There we go. So tree bark fertilizer, and we've got everything. We just need the tree bark over here. That's kind of all we need. Collect up a common larvae as well. So we've got bioplastic. There's plenty of that. Well, we may as well just take all of that, mightn't we? Might as well just keep it producing. We need the... Oh, I've got fertilizer over here, I think. Do you know what? Actually, no. We should empty this off. Yeah, let's empty that out. We should empty it. And then it will just continue to go then, won't it? So, got that. So, we just need some tree bark. So, if I go back to the base and just grab a little bit of tree bark. There we are. There we go. I mean, yeah. Now I'm thinking about it, I probably should have the production all over here as well. Perhaps you just have production everywhere. Yeah, we could do that. We could take down all of these as well at some point. We don't necessarily need that anymore, but yeah. So, waterfall. Let's grab some drink. And then we should have enough now for the beehives. Do we have enough to make another one of those? Or I gotta grab some stuff. Yeah, okay. Let's come here. Check that in there. Check that in there. I need osmium. Ah, damn it! I've only got one osmium. That's a shame. Right. Okay. Let's go and rectify that problem straight away. There we are. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe splitting them up. That might be the solution. The bioplastic is fine where it is, but the algae, this one I'm making here might want to be going over there, if that makes sense, because they're kind of competing in the same area. That might help out the other side. But like I say, I might just take that down. I might just leave it there, but I may take it down, or I don't know. So, hang on, what do we need for this again? It was the... Yeah, it's the larvae, isn't it? But that's fine. Mutagen, and obviously the honey we need. So, can I put these things up here? No, I can't. Okay. Right. So, I mean, what we could do, though, is slowly just move this back, isn't it? Because we need the one out of that. That one needs that one. That one needs that one. And then so on. So, yeah, that'll work. Let's put that there. It's kind of going to look... Oh. I was going to say it's kind of look crap, but fair dues. So, let's put this down. May as well set it to do the mutagen. And then I got to go back and sort the power out because, yeah, that's bad. So let's come to the power plant. I'm hoping that I've got stuff already in here. Yeah, look at that. Look how just, yeah. That's so good. Ooh, I need to throw some of that off. Get some of that in there. That's enough to get one going. How bad is the power? That's just about. It's not too bad. Alright, let's make a bunch more of these. I might make some more nuclear power as well. I've been saying that for a while, but it's like, why not? Oh, is there no more gaps in between those? Alright, well. There we go. That's good. that's back up and running, and then we'll get another one down as well. We might as well. One more of those, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. We'll get another one. That'll give us a good 2,000 plus, 2,500 or something. That's good. Let's come there, and then we'll pick up some of these common. I find this platform as well is really good for larvae. Just, it's phenomenal because they spawn. It's all flat. There's no grass or anything in the way. Obviously, there's you know, there's nuclear power plants and stuff in the way, but other than that, nothing else gets in your way. Oh, there's something in the middle there. You can kind of nice and easily see the larvae. I find it quite good for that. If you're just, you know, looking for the regular common ones, you know, it doesn't do a too bad job at that. So it's pretty cool. Right, let's just check the power actually. 27. Yeah, we got plenty. That's fine. We'll be all good. So back to the waterfall, and then every time I spawn in, I swear there's some ice there, and then it disappears. It does look like there is, but yeah, I'm probably wrong, but it does look like that. Like I'm in a spacesuit and I'm going to get stung. So, ooh, do you know what? We need a little bit of iron. Put a box down. Those in there we are. And then, yeah, there we go, that's starting to produce. I mean, obviously it's going to take some time, but I think, I think this is going to work better. Oh, let's grab that as well. Yeah, these platforms are great for these little larvae, they're really good. I think that's going to work better, because this setup, there's 3 of these are competing with each other. So that one wants 1, I think it is, algae. That one wants 2, and that one wants 3. So, you know, they're all competing each time they try to produce. They're all trying to compete. And obviously this side, you know, 1 and 2 algae is going to pop up before the 3 algae pops up, if that makes sense. So that one's going to produce. So it's only once this one fills up that one, then this one will fill up. And then when the next algae is produced, that one will fill up. And then 2 more will get produced. That makes sense. Hopefully I'm not confusing everyone. I'm kind of confusing myself, but yeah, I think that's actually a mistake, so we might want to take that down. I'm going to leave it as I say, but yeah, we might want to take that down and leave that for this one over here, like so. It looks like crap. I really don't like the way it looks, but if it works, that's kind of all that matters, because you've then got all of this algae underneath as well. I think we may need to change that one. I think I can get that side to look a lot better though. Bridge between the 2 things. I think we can get that one to work a little bit better, but yeah. Oh man, look at that. Getting loads of that in there, that's great. So, that's really good. So, shall we just put some tree spreaders down to kind of finish it off? Super alloy, tree bite, zeolite. Probably got some of that stuff in here already. There we go. We've got a ton of fertilizer. And then, what else don't I need? Bacteria samples and the super alloy. I've got a bunch of bacteria samples, I think, in here. Spotted some somewhere. There we go. So that's really the only thing that uses them is those trees. It's like nothing else actually uses them. And then super alloy. Fill up with the super alloy. And I think that's pretty much it. We just need the bark, and then obviously we need some tree spreaders. Obviously need some tree seeds, sorry. So we don't need that much, but there we go. Let's go back. We'll grab some bark, and yeah, we'll then go and dump some trees down, I think. Okay, right, so I've jumped over to the Stargate, and I think, as I say, we've got some trees there, and I've got some here as well, but there's a kind of gap in between the 2, so I kind of like to try and fill those in and join them together. So I've got some materials to make enough for 3 of these spreaders, so let's go there, and we'll put one of those in, and then let's put one, say, this side somewhere. Let's put it, say, there maybe. Let's get a bit close to the shore. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but there we are. And then we'll put the tree seed in there. I'll nicely bump up the biomatter a little bit as well. So obviously get the oxygen cranking, but like I say, I'm not really bothered about that too much. This one could actually move a little bit. Let's just move it back slightly. Just a touch, put it like there. There we go. And then we go there, we'll throw that in there. Now we'll just need to continue to make those plants into seeds, or into the tree seeds as well. So I'm kind of curious. Let's start making. Let's go down that way. I think that'll probably get close to connecting. So let's just come down, say here somewhere, like so. And I'll throw that in there as well. And we've just got to leave it. So yeah, look, there's those trees are growing there. Some trees growing there. Obviously it's a little bit random, but you know, that's fine. Okay, that, I mean, I could build a production facility out here for the now I'm thinking about it, you could build a automation out in this lake here as well, actually. It's a pretty big one, isn't it? You could do that. Yeah, I think that's going to fill everything in eventually. Just got to leave it a little bit of time before that. They might not be able to grow around here or something, because there is places you can go under here, so they might not be able to grow or something. That might be a thing. So it seems to be going all right at the moment, though. But yeah, nothing seems to be going further back than this. So yeah, I'm thinking that because there's like caves and stuff that you walk around under this ship, there's stuff here that might not be able to grow trees on top of it, which would be kind of a shame. But there we go. So I might not be able to totally connect everything together. Yeah, it doesn't feel like that's spreading out much at all, does it? But I don't know. It might be. Oh, actually, what do we put in this one? They're both the same? I think I've got two of the same tree. Yeah, fair dues. Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah, I don't think you can build across, because you can go into this, if you don't know, you can go into this thing here. Like so. And then there's, you know, all sorts of stuff in here. So yeah, I'm thinking that that's the reason. I think I took those battery things out. So because at the time we needed the pulsar quartz, because they took away crafting it. So yeah, a bunch of seeds in there as well. Damn, got so much. Let's go back. We'll check out what the waterfall looks like, and then we'll probably call it a video, I think. I think the fact that it's all separated out is probably a better idea. Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be working a lot better, doesn't it? Obviously you've got more mass, so you've got a bit of extra spread here. We might want to go out a bit further maybe, and build out a little bit further than that. That could also be a better solution, because we've got a bit more gap we could get in between these two. Things like that. This one could stay here. That one could move out, because you can go, you can go much further than that, can't you? That one's not too far actually off, is it? Yeah, it's hard to judge the distance on these things, but this could perhaps extend out another block or something. But I think it's working better than this one over here. Like I say, it's competing, so I think maybe we want to shut that one down. And just the bioplastic's fine where it is, but we could shut that one down. Maybe leave the beehives up, there's no reason not to. But turn the crafters off and have the mutagen over this side. Fertilizer and bioplastic here. And then we've got pretty much everything sorted as is, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, I think this is a good place to call it, and I think we'll end the episode here. So if you like that one, please give me a thumbs up, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe for more, I really do appreciate it. Stay safe out there everyone, and I'll catch you next time.